I have a baby no money story, by the way. He's from Vancouver. I've never met him, but I went to a Canucks game and he was performing at the second period intermission at the Canucks game, which I thought was like remarkable because anytime I see entertainment at the Canucks game, it's usually like the world's number 8 lip sync champion. So I DM'd him or something. And I was like, "Hey, it was cool to see you at the Canucks game." And he was like, "Oh, are you from Vancouver?" He knows that I'm a streamer. I think this wasn't just like weird, but I was like, "Yeah, I'm in Vancouver." And he was like, "Where do you live?" And then I just never replied because I'm like, I'm just not comfortable sharing that information. He seems like a cool guy. I know he hangs out with other streamers, but it's like sight unseen. I don't care if you're Elton John. I'm not dropping the address in the DMs. I don't know your infosec. I could have replied with a neighborhood or something like that, but I was just like, eh. He seems cool, though. I don't think there was anything nefarious. Kanto first in the evolutionary line. Shelder. That makes sense. This is a Tomo stream now. Yo, so true. Middle evolution. Weeping Bell. Final evolution. Hypno. He's swagged up, dude. Johto. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, dude. First in evolutionary line. Chikorita. Final evolution. Meganium? Middle evolution, no chance. Turt. Is Piplup from Gen 2, then he becomes Penguino. He eventually becomes Empoleon. Who's he? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Monotype first in the evolutionary line, Rattata. Middle evolution, not possible. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's easy. Pidgeotto. No, he's normal flying. Why didn't I just say Wartortle? Wartotrilla. Final evolution monotype. How about a little Raticate? You ever hear about this guy right here? Hang on. It's doable. Johto middle. Never mind. It's not doable. Like we could keep playing, but I don't know. I don't know who it would be. That's mine. Quilava. Crocona and Bayleaf. Okay. Porygon 2 is the middle evolution. Cyndaquil. So it's Cyndaquil, Piplup, and Chikorita in Gen 2. I'm probably not going to remember that. You got to take the soup out of the leaf out of the soup before you eat it. Are bay leaves a scam? I always put like 3 of them in a big pot of soup. And then I always take them out. But I'm like, these dry pieces of green paper have been sitting in the bag for like, I don't even know, like 2.5, 3 years. There's no way there's any flavor left in there, man. I love when people act like Pokemon knowledge is common sense. It has the same energy as like physics is common sense. When literally it's like in the last 1% of like human existence where we started to tease apart the fundamental laws of the universe. People are like, it's common sense that the moon is tidally locked to the earth. It's common sense that Piplup is not in Gen 2. No, it's not, man. That sense is remarkably uncommon. You've lost your mind. Ancient Greeks knew it. Like 3 people in ancient Greece knew it. And everybody else wanted to kill them for positing it in the first place. Common sense in ancient Greece was probably some shit like you don't go into the labyrinth and be mad that a minotaur's there. You know, common sense changes over time. I also played Age of Mythology. I never played Age of Mythology. Well, I've lived a full life, man, outside of computer software. Now, I did learn a little bit about history from Total War Shogun 1, but we're not the same. That's all I'm trying to say. Am I insane? I think I know it immediately. This is Kino. This is Kino as fuck. This movie is called The Death of Stalin. That's a fucking sick-ass movie, man. This is also a very, well, I guess every scene in it is important, but this is a fucking good movie, dude. That's like basically this happens a minute later, I think. That's Beria. That's Jeffrey Tambor as, forgot his name. That's everybody. That's the ensemble cast of the film, including Steve Buscemi as Nikita Khrushchev. No, excuse me. Yes, he plays Malenkov, trying to tell me that fucking Jeffrey Tambor plays Molotov. Molotov, I don't think he's actually in any of these pictures now that I think about it. He's in the movie, though. He's played by a famous guy. Stalin dies? Yep. Yep, that's Gore of my comfort character. Well, he actually, I don't want to spoil it. He comes back to life in the movie, but only for like maybe like 10 minutes. In the post-credits scene. Third round pick out of Iowa. This offensive lineman, yeah, that's not going to happen. Trevardo Williams. Just going to be honest, I don't know anything. I can probably name approximately one offensive lineman in NFL history. And that's Jason Kelsey. Is the center part of the offensive line? Yes, okay. I still feel like being the center might be the easiest job in football. Like all you do is hike the ball and then stand up, right? It's the hardest job. Nah, no shot, man. It's incredibly hard. Don't fucking Moneyball post in my chat. I invented Moneyball posting. It is unbelievably technical. How technical could it be? I watched the game. You just go like this. I'm not saying I'd be good at it. I'm 165 pounds. I'd be dead easily. You're wax on, wax off. Identifying defenses is part of the job. Bro, they have the logo on the front of their shirt and the side of their helmet. This is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. Okay, put me in, coach. After his tenure in Dallas, Michael Finley played for this Western Conference team. Jazz. He went the Jazz. He went the Jazz. During the 2022 AL Wildcard Series, Oscar Gonzalez hit a series-clinching walk-off home run in the 15th inning as the Guardians defeated this AL East team. I mean, this is crazy because it really could be like any team in the AL East has made the playoffs recently. The Yankees have been good for a bit. The Red Sox go up and down. The Blue Jays were good. The Orioles are good now. And the Rays, you never know, man. I'm going to say it was the Rays. Oh! Oh, okay. Pulling one out on a non-NHL sports is a big one. After founding Napster, Facebook. That's Anne Hathaway and Adam Driver. No, that's Aubrey Plaza and Adam Driver, not Anne Hathaway. Yeah, it's Aubrey. It's close though, but it's Aubrey Plaza. General Mills launched this Cinnamon Toast Crunch variant in 1996. French Toast Crunch. Loosely inspired by Chef Eddie Huang's life, this ABC sitcom followed a Taiwanese family after relocating from DC to Orlando in the 1990s. I honestly have no idea. I didn't think it was going to be Hell's Kitchen. An homage to a classic horror monster movie, this Tim Burton stop-motion animation sci-fi comedy, Coraline. I mean, Frankenweenie? Cobra Starship's 2009 hit song Good Girls Go Bad featured this singer who's more commonly known as Blair Waldorf. So there's like Blake Lively, and then there's the other one, Leighton Meester? Why does that information exist in my head? Oh! What are you doing up there? How do you know who Leighton Meester is, man? I've never seen an episode of Gossip Girl in my life. Was Blake Lively also? Why do I know the whole cast of Gossip Girl? I know Penn Badgley's in that shit. Song was bad. I'll be honest, the only Cobra Starship song I've ever heard is the Snakes on a Plane one, and that's enough for me. Because I would never actively seek out their music after being forced to hear that song 100 times. You had a romantic interest in a fan of the show at some point? Damn, do you like know me? What's your name? Because that is true. It's the right era, right? Gossip Girl was on TV like 05 to 08 or something like that. That sounds right to me. I don't know you, I'm just 35. Yerp. I remember my friend was in university, was dating a girl on her birthday. She got all her girlfriends together. They went to see Sex in the City 2. Maybe it was Sex in the City 1. Once I went, Sex in the City 2 release date. 1 second here. No, it was Sex in the City 1. Okay, I'll give you some credit for that. It's not the one where they went to Dubai. That one, I mean, it was a moment back then. I'll give it to you. They're all words that start with D. That's crazy, man. How about a dash, a drop, a dollop, and a dab? What a small amount of something added to a food item. Daisy, Doc, Dory, and Dale were Disney characters whose name starts with D. Okay. Ding, dent, divot, dimple, a blemish on your automobile, a concavity. My mistake. Do, dream, delivery. Is this like a date? Delivery date, due date, dream date, dinner date? Yes, it is. Okay. A concavity. Easiest connections ever made, quite frankly. The Mentat must have taken Friday off. God's away on business. The mini crossword. What lanternfish can do? Channel with Vanderpump Rules and below deck. Is that slice? Consumed. Eaten. Really need a bath. Dirty. Change for a 20. There's a pun here. Storm drain cover. A2 Brutish language, Latin. Okay, something's not. We've made a horrible mistake here somewhere. Bravo must have Vanderpump Rules. And then work email signed off, best. Great. Bakery fixtures, ovens, stink. Stats or policy nerd? Yeah, wonk is used. It's used, but you gotta read Silver Bullet. The thing is, it's always used with policy. Like the word policy comes before it, I would say like 99.8% of the time. Kirkland's signature, Texas blend raw honey. Honey is pretty expensive, and 48 ounces of honey, it's like a liter of raw honey. Honestly, I don't know where to go. I feel like this could be like $20. I'm gonna hedge my bets. Go $18.99. Clearly, I'm out of touch with the honey market. How about $13.99? How about say $8.99? $9.99? $10.49? $10.99. That's crazy, man. I would have expected that to be like way more expensive. Like a little bottle, I mean, it's not Costco, but a little bottle of honey is like $7, $8 sometimes. Is it real? I mean, it says it's raw, unfiltered honey. I believe it's real. It does look a little blurred. Well, because it's raw, I guess. Never goes bad. I'm going to give you some great bait if you ever become a streamer. I use this bait once a year to great effect. Everybody knows that honey never goes bad. What's fun to do is conflate that with it having 0 calories. So whenever someone talks about honey, say something like, it tastes so good, like it's hard to believe that it has 0 calories. And then everybody goes, what? They've lost their minds. What are they talking about? And then you farm some engagement. Someone gives you like 5 gift subs to send a message that says like, actually, it's commonly misconstrued that honey has no calories. It actually never goes bad. It works every time, man. I'm giving up my secrets. Subscribe to my Substack for more. It does also go bad. Wait, really? So that one I believed. Or are you baiting me now? Also, librarian, I'm losing it that the British people don't rinse their dishes. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you, Valentine. And thank you. It got purged from the screen. And I'm sorry. Thank you, Phased One as well. I'm hearing that honey actually does have calories. It's the first I've heard of it. You're telling me this for the first time? But apparently, some British people wash their dishes and then they don't rinse the soap off of them. And then after they're dry, they wipe them with a tea towel to wipe off the suds before they put the dishes away, which seems crazy to me. Because if you're going to wipe the soap off, why don't you just rinse the soap off? And then when it's dry, you can just put it away instead of wiping every single dish with a tea towel. Australia too? Australia has fallen to the bloke mind virus? Hey, Coochie Coochie Coo, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. This is bait. I don't think it's bait. I think it might be one of those things where like 25% of people do it and 75% of people are like, those people are insane. It's not Twitter bots. There was a video, and then there were like real people who are not compromised that were replying. I say they're not compromised because they're my followers. It's not a spicy cami situation, okay? I'm telling you, man, I believe that there are, because someone even in my chat said it's not real, I do this. Or it's not bait, I do this. It's close to the United Kingdom. 1,700 kilometers away from the United Kingdom. Luxembourg. Even warmer still, 1,300 kilometers. Andorra? That's cooler, you fool. Austria? Warmer still, 550 kilometers. Monaco? Monaco! No, Monaco would be closer to Andorra. Slovakia? That borders Austria. The more you know. I'm at a loss here, guys. Let me give you my thought process. It's not Italy because Italy borders. It's not Slovenia because Slovenia borders. I don't think it's Croatia, right? Or because Croatia borders. But I'm going to try it anyway. It doesn't border. Slovenia is right there, but Croatia is closer. Okay, so it's like, you're Bosnia, so it might be like Serbia. Serbia is adjacent. Kosovo. Okay, we get there. But see, so here's what throws me for a loop. And like, please don't hit me with a heuristic that's like Europe is small. I don't mean that in an offensive way, but like, I can't believe, just looking at this map, that the UK to Kosovo is 1,600 kilometers. Like that, I would have guessed at least 3,000. I'm not arguing with the globe. I believe that the math makes sense, but, and Hurt Tree Games, thanks for the gifted subscriptions as well. Thank you. It's a lot of kilometers. It is, but it isn't. Like, it's just, you know what it is? And I'm not saying it's better this way. I'm just saying it's like, I mean, what does 1,600 kilometers get you in North America, man? It gets you fucking nowhere. It gets you from here to like there. And I wouldn't even want to be there because I'm pretty sure that's like the Alberta-Manitoba border. I got no interest in being. I mean, the 1,600 kilometers probably gets you down here. I'd be more interested in that. I'd be more interested in going this. I'd probably be more interested in going this way too. Imagine it puts you maybe Denver somewhere, or maybe a little bit further south, maybe Santa Fe, New Mexico, if I had to guess. Alberta and Manitoba don't border. I mean, on the political compass. But this, I can't believe this is 1,600 kilometers, man. Yeah, you're right about that one. You're right about that one. Is anything going on in Saskatchewan? Probably like 8% of Canada's GDP, predominantly in canola. I'm not going to insult it. They're doing more for the country than I am. I think it's funny is people always make fun of Saskatchewan for like being flat. Like, who cares, man? You can make fun of Saskatchewan for a lot of things. I mean, the best restaurant in the biggest city is probably like a Swiss chalet. But like the topography of the province, who cares, man? Mountains are cool. I know, I'm surrounded by them all the time. And I look around and I go, cool mountains, but like, I'm sure there's, what I'm trying to say is you could bully Saskatchewan for stuff that's closer to the heart, stuff that would actually like hurt their feelings, man. You could bully them for stuff like, oh, it's your 20th anniversary. Where are you taking your wife out? Boston Pizza? Something like that. Oh no, the province looks fucking square on a map. It looks like a rectangle on a map. Who cares, man? Saskatchewan has 0 flights to the United States. Is that fucking true? That's psychotic, man. They have an airport, they have no flights to the United States. You have to leave the biggest city in Saskatchewan. You have to fly like Saskatoon to fucking Calgary to then get to Chicago or something? That's crazy. It's false? Hang on, I'm looking it up with a black screen. Flights from Saskatoon to New York. Let's give it a try. Oh my God, 15 hours and 20 minutes? What the fuck is this cooked leg, man? 18 hours and 35 minutes? You stop in... What's I gotta see this, man. This is great. Oh, Regina is the main airport. Okay, Regina International Airport to New York. No airlines found. Okay, 1 second. Flights from Regina to Chicago. That's closer. 16 hours? Are you shitting me, man? Oh, fuck, dude. Saskatchewan, okay, Regina to Chicago, connecting through Toronto and Montreal. So you fly over Chicago, go to Toronto, go further east to go to Montreal, and then go back west to get to Chicago? No, man. Leave at 6:30 in the morning, get there 8:05 at night. They're in the same time zone. No, man. No. That's not right, dude. That's crazy. Yet the flight from Toronto to Chicago is like 63 minutes or something. I had no idea, man. Man, we got some serious fucking heat next time someone from Saskatchewan comes. I used to make fun of them because they call a hoodie a bunny hug. Now I got some real shit. I'll be like, yeah, why don't you try going to America? Oh, wait, you can't without touching another province. They're not serious people, okay? It's all love, though. I think I should definitely know what you are. Is this fucking Japan, man? Is this Japan? Are you Japan? Are you Japan? You kind of look like Japan, but you're not really. You're an imposter. Are you Iran? West of Japan, east of Iran. It's Pakistan. It's Pakistan or like Myanmar. It's Pakistan. Okay. I'm locking it in. There's no other countries in between that look like this. It's not going to be China. You know what? It kind of looks like... No, it looks like an inverted Thailand. So many weebs are going to make fun of you for the Japan guess. Well, that's the difference between me and them. They know what Japan looks like on a map, and I know what Japan looks like boots on the ground. I've been inside of that McDonald's in Akihabara. Don't play with me. I've eaten at Moss Burger. I went up to the cashier and said, you guys ever consider adding less lettuce to this motherfucker? What'd you order? Shrimp burger? And some of the, I forget what flavor of shake fries, but they were pretty good. Nothing against it. November 22nd, 1996. $1996, American Thanksgiving, 1996. I was like 8, starring Patrick Stewart. $30 million at the box office. This is First Contact. That's a given. You fucking with James Cromwell? You fucking with James Cromwell? You fucking with James Cromwell? You fucking with James Cromwell, guys? Noted Canadian actor. What's his name again in the movie? It's like Benedict Cumberbatch or something like that. I think. Zephram Cochrane. That's it. Benedict Cumberbatch. Warner Brothers had a film come out. Pretty good legs week 2, but it's a holiday weekend starring Michael Jordan. That's a tough one. I'm going to say it's Space Jam. Yep, that's the one right there. Touchstone Pictures had a pretty big slapper starring Mel Gibson. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called Braveheart. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called Ransom. My bad. Braveheart's 1995. Know the now. Okay, we're doing great right now. Give me back my son. Yes, man. I've never seen it, though. 20th Century Fox had a bit of a milquetoast debut with $12 million starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, 1996. Could be like Eraser. As a family comedy adventure, it's probably Jingle All the Way, bro. Came out, they knew you dropped that shit Thanksgiving weekend so people have a month to get in the holiday spirit. They didn't come out with that shit like December 19th. Jamie! Yes, man. You're my favorite customer. Of course I could do it for you. You're my favorite customer. You're my favorite customer. Of course I'll stay late for you. You're my favorite customer. You know what's crazy watching Jingle All the Way? Sinbad literally commits suicide with a bomb in a radio station and takes like 8 DJs with him. But then like after he blows up the bomb, it's just like he just has like dust on his face and like his clothes are dirty and destroyed and stuff like that. He literally commits an act of terrorism, man. In the movie. That is what bombs were like in 96, man. It would just like fucking singe off the hair on the top of your head and the rest of it would blow out like Jack Nicholson. And then you would like stagger out and there'd be like smoke coming off of your trench coat. You'd be like, sss, and then they would zoom in on your face and you'd go like, ah, and then you'd fall over and they'd play like a little trombone hit, like a, and then they'd go back to like, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to get the Turbo Man doll to Jake Lloyd. Almost said Haley Joel Osment like a fucking moron, man. I'm not reading that message. All right. Barbara Streisand from 95. I just don't know. I was 8 years old. I'm sorry to tell you. No disrespect to Babs. I just don't know it, man. 1995, Barbara Streisand. A story about just how wrong 2 people can be before they can be right. Rose Morgan is directed by Barbara Streisand too, huh? Who still lives with her mother, is a professor of romantic literature who desperately longs for passion in her life. Gregory Larkin, a mathematics professor, has been burned by passionate relationships and longs for a sexless union based on friendship and respect. Modern times. All right, let's be honest. I have no idea. The mirror has 2 fucking faces. Barbara Streisand-ass title. The mirror has 2 faces. I'm not getting that from the clues that we got. I'm not saying the movie's good or bad. I'm just saying the title is interminable given the clues that we were given, which is not how they name movies. They don't name them based off box office games, so I'll give you some credit there. But Jeff Bridges kind of based. I like him, for the most part. Anybody else get him confused with Kurt Russell a lot? Both good actors, but both great filmographies, long careers. I get Jeff Bridges and Kurt Russell confused now and then. Both have been Marvel villains. It doesn't really narrow it down, though. Oh, fuck, man. House of the Dead to The Exorcism. I literally have seen House of the Dead, but I don't remember anybody in it. I think there's one like B tier actress from the early 2000s in it. It's horrible, obviously. Wait, this has fucking Clint Howard in it, who's in The Grinch with Jeffrey Tambor and Christine Baranski and Jim Carrey. Who's yeah, dude, we could do this, okay? It has Jurgen Prock now. Okay. You're doing too much with the suit. Don't make us get menswear guy on this one, okay? Biff Naked was in this? Biff Naked, the Canary is just my moment of weakness. I can imagine my head. She's a Canadian rock and roll musician. Okay, give me Clint Howard, and then just take me to The Grinch, man. Look at that hack job. And then Russell Crowe, who's been in Gladiator with Djimon Hounsou, Peter O'Toole, Joaquin Phoenix. He's in A Beautiful Mind, Jennifer Connelly, Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany has been in Wimbledon, Christine Baranski.
Molly Shannon. Molly Shannon has been in Night at the Roxbury. Will Ferrell, Chris Kattan, Dan. Let's go Kino, okay? We're going Molly Shannon. Then we're going Night at the Roxbury. Then we're going Dan Hedaya. We'll probably take us straight back to the Addams Family 91. I was going to go Blood Simple, but all right, now Russell Crowe. He's been in some stuff. He's been in American Gangster, starring himself, and also Denzel Washington. That's Pugsley. That must be Grandma. This is yeah, okay, I remember you. You're one of the cousins at the party. I remember that. Gonna imagine you guys played twins in the film. Oh, and then Flora and Fauna, man. Flora and Fauna from the summer camp. Yeah, man. Where's Pubert? You're not a real Addams Family head. Pubert is not in the first movie. Pubert shows up in the second one. You don't know of what you speak, okay? Let me think about this for a second. There's such a path here. A path exists. Russell Crowe. He's been in stuff, man. He's been in fucking Master and Commander with Paul Bettany. He's been in the oceans are now fucking battlefields, bitch. I had something. It's like Angelica Houston, Life Aquatic. No, it's not. It's right there on the tip of my brain, man. It's like Angelica Houston, fucking Royal Tenenbaums. Give it a second here, because this is the freak connection. This is the freak connection, man. I'm lost. I've got to restate my purpose here. We're getting to Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe. He's been in movies, man. He's been in movies with Paul Bettany, who's in Wimbledon with Kirsten Dunst, who's in The Virgin Suicides with Josh Hartnett, who's in 40 Days and 40 Nights with Shannon Sossamon, who's in A Knight's Tale with Paul Bettany, man. Wait a second. Did I just connect Paul Bettany to Paul Bettany? That's not a connection. That's a loop, man. Oh, it's easy. It's easy. It's easy? No, because you're fucking Demi Moore. You're not Jennifer Connelly. I was like, you could go fucking Margin Call. You have to give up, man. I got too much data to search through. Wait, Paul Bettany just plays Geoffrey Chaucer in A Knight's Tale. Okay, so we're already at Shannon Sossamon. That's where we want to be. I don't know where to go, man. I don't know where to go. I can't get there. Okay, Bill Murray to Russell Crowe. Let's just pick it. Bill Murray to Russell Crowe is easy, man. It's easy. Bill Murray to Russell Crowe. So let's do it in reverse. Russell Crowe's in Master and Commander with Paul Bettany, who's in Wimbledon. Is there not a connect? Hear me out. Bill Murray, Sofia Coppola. Wait, sorry. Lost in Translation. Probably has Sofia Coppola, who maybe is also in The Virgins, revisiting the Virgin Suicides with Kirsten Dunst, who's in Wimbledon with Paul Bettany, who's in Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World with Russell Crowe. Now, did I use 2 documentaries here? Yeah. But we found the back door. Don't talk to me about Adam Goldberg and Ed TV, man. Remember Bill Murray and Candy Shack? Yep. I'll take you to the Candy Shack. I'll let you lick the lollipop. I don't know what this is. This is the Mark of Cree. Metacritic score of 65. This is the anthem, Get Your Damn Hands Up. Let me guess, another fake game. It's on the PS5 and the PC. First Descendant. Beyond Human. Is that Once Human? Is this Once Human? Is this Concord? This might just be Concord. This looks like a fucking shooter. It is Concord. Once Human, Twice Shy. Yes, man. Last Christmas, I gave her my heart. The very next day, she fucking gave it away. Ball up top. My fucking time at Porsche. Oh, really? Oh. I don't know what to tell you. Are you a weeb? I know so little about this game that I didn't even know it's like has anything to do with Japan. I thought it was just like a farming simulator. It's Chinese? Yeah, well, most weebs are American. So, like, where you're born doesn't really matter. It's like where your spirit longs to be. Okay. When he's right, he's right. Hands up in chat if you feel that if you were born 300 years ago, you'd be a good samurai. You fucking idiots. No, you wouldn't be. War doesn't decide who's right, motherfucker. It decides who's left. Your ass would be like disemboweled. You imagine it's 2024, you make a mistake? Sorry, I'll do better next time. Was that so hard? 1703, you make a mistake, you got to disembowel yourself in front of the fucking daimyo. No, thank you, bro. There's no coming back from that. Not gonna happen. This is like Resident Evil 8. Don't debase me, man. Resident Evil Village. Nope. Wrong saga and franchise. Plague Tale Reborn. Requiem. Thief. Murdered. Sole suspect. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Oh. The Russian horny robot Dark Souls, right? Shell? Not Mortal Shell. Iron. Something to do with iron. Ballet? There might be ballet. Dancing. I don't remember it. Steel Rising. I was thinking of Atomic Heart, but like obviously my brain was it was on the right track, man. Weren't you sponsored to play that? You're 100%. But that was like 2 years ago. How am I supposed to remember that? Steel Rising? 2 greens. There's no historical. Well, I guess there was like Napoleon in it or something, right? That's fair. It's not from Nakon. Okay. How about Splinter Cell fucking 1? Tom Clancy's first Splinter Cell game. It's from 03 to 2021. We got another green. We take those. Don't tell me that fucking Splinter Cell is in the first person because you use the fucking camera. The camera you put under the door. No, there was Mercenaries played in first person. Mercenaries weren't in the original game, motherfucker. It was single player Spies only. Okay, Spies versus Mercs came in game 2. Splinter Cell Pandora tomorrow. That was Chaos Theory. No, the fuck it wasn't. You zillennial. Chaos Theory was the third one. Do not cite the old words to me, which I was there when they were written. It's a bad franchise? You don't know what you're talking about. You know what's a bad franchise? Golden Knights. Get gweeged. Well, this narrows it down. It's in the Unreal Engine. How about Gears of War? That's in the Unreal Engine. It's the wrong saga, but it was involved in the Xbox, and it may have science fiction or horror elements. Let's imagine that they're horror elements, and we'll call this Resident Evil 7. It does have horror elements. It's from 2018 to 2021. Today's the day, boys. The Evil Within 2. I'd love to take a little hint. That's not a great hint for a guy like me. 2018, Layers of Fear, original. That's got to be first person. From 2016, it's from Bloober Team. Alien Isolation. It's from 2014. Mario is scared. We give up. Mario is in Ace Combat. Vampire. There was no chance that I was getting Vampire, man. That's not. I'm aware of its existence, but there's no chance I'm getting Vampire. What is Vampire? I think it's a game where you play as a vampire. Dude, what the hell is my dream? Dream Puck Doku, no teams except Canucks defenseman. Canucks defenseman, 00 to 09. Yeah, the GOAT himself, Sammy Salo. From 2010 to 2019, the GOAT himself, Ben Hutton. Canucks defenseman who also happened to be a Ducks defenseman. Yeah, maybe you've heard of him. The GOAT himself, Kevin Bieksa. Okay. Then, 30-plus playoff games played in their career from 00 to 09. Milan Hajduk. He looks scared. He's like, oh shit, I thought you were going to play Joe Sakic. Me? Milan? You wanted Milan? Okay, I wasn't prepared for this. 2010 to 2019. 30 plus playoff games played. Yeah? Okay, give me Mark Edward Vlasic. He knew he was getting picked. And then a Ducks defenseman with 30 plus playoff games played in their career. I'm going to be a how-to basic on this one. I'm going to take Scott Niedermayer. Scott Niedermayer. There we go. Then 500 plus games in the career from 2000 to 2010. Okay, I'm just going to, these are pretty easy, man. Give me a Rick Nash. From 2010 to 2020, 500 plus games played. There's so many options. It's shocking. You know what? Just toss me like a Carey Price. It's an easy puzzle today for sure. And then 500 plus games played in their career, and they're a Ducks defenseman. This is probably the most common pick here. Am I crazy, dude? Give me a second here. I'm scanning the brain. I want to say like Lubomir Visnovsky. Okay, what about like a fucking Cam Fowler or some shit like that? Yeah, he's a 15%. Should have gone with fucking Chris Pronger, dude. He's the most popular pick. Aaron Asham, Tom Kostopoulos, Chris Higgins. I don't know who. Some of the people. Sweat doesn't even have a picture. I wish Puck Doku was like that every day. Jay, I hear you, man. They want to fucking give me somebody that played for the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Arizona Coyotes. Oh, fuck. Here we go. Son of a bitch. And they had to play a game, so they couldn't have been on long-term injured reserve on the Coyotes. Here we fucking go. Here we fucking go. Patrice Brisebois, 0%. You're right, that is crazy. He was like the Canadians' best defenseman for like 3 or 4 years, which is kind of sad. But those teams were like pretty ass. They were good enough to get the 8th seed and then beat the Bruins in the playoffs every year, even though they were the 1st seed. Including the year where the dude got his throat cut by a damn skate in like game 2. Anyway, move to Puck Doku. Puck Doku's always a good time, man. Yo, dude. Kirsten Dunst again. Emma Stone, cute as E. Probably go super bad. Just like, let's get the show on the road. Emma Stone, double letter word and title. It's crazy La La Land doesn't have it, huh? Emma Stone, fucking 2010 to 2024. Easy A is going to be a big one. Crazy Stupid Love is going to be a big one. We can do better than that, right? She's been in some shit. You know what? Double letter word and title. I'm just banking on nobody remembering almost any movie that came out during the pandemic. I can live with 10.6%. And give me a Crazy Stupid Love. 8.7. I'm surprised. I'm a little surprised. I can live with it. Daniel Radcliffe. Cute as E. That's going to be a Swiss Army man. 2010 to 2024 is going to be weird. The Al Yankovic story. This is going to be Swiss Army man. Now, I would really like to not play Harry Potter. There's Guns Akimbo does not fit. Wait. The horror movie he was in. It's called like the Exorcism or the Woman in Black. That would have been a great Cute as Ed, but it doesn't have any. Okay, fucking Harry. At least there's like 8 Harry Potter movies, right? Least common one, probably going to be Deathly Hallows Part 2 if I had to guess. I can live with 4.3%. Okay. Kirsten Dunst, now we're cooking. 2010 to 2024, Melancholia. 17%, they know Kino in this bitch. Cute as E, Virgin Suicides. 96.3%! Are you shitting me, man? What else has she been in? What the fuck are you talking about? She's in Civil War. She's in fucking Fargo season 2. She's in fucking Spider-Man's 1 through 3. She's in The Virgin Suicides. She's in Interview with a Vampire. She's in Dick. She's in Drop Dead Gorgeous. She's been in a lot of fucking shit, dude. I just want to see. Does this have double letters? Does not. Does not. I mean, what? There's double letters in here, man. Civil War. Melancholia. She's been in some Virgin Suicide. She's been in some shit. Interview with a Vampire. Can you believe it? It has 2 W's. Rigged. There's a space. Obviously. Oh, in one word. Let me guess, nerd. You got beaten. Someone beat your score by playing Interview with a Vampire, so you built in the edge case. Okay, well then fucking Small Soldiers. Could have decoded myself by playing Small Soldiers right off the bat. Marie Antoinette, Civil War. I don't even want to see this shit anymore. Where did we finish? Top 58%. Time to retire. You do connections today? Yeah, it's the easiest connections I've ever seen, to be honest with you. Why? How'd you do?
Floor. A noun meaning the level base of a
Yep, that's the one.
avenue. A noun meaning plot. A noun meaning a small area. Ingredient. A noun meaning
Ingredient?
return. A verb.
Okay, they weren't kidding with easy today.
Pilosity. An adjective meaning covered with usually soft hair. Pilosis originates from
Really? I thought that was it. I thought that was it for sure. I guess maybe pila is P-I-L-A. Pilosity.
pilgrimages. A noun meaning a journey of a pilgrim, especially one to a shrine.
Pilgrimages.
Apocalypse. A noun meaning one.
Easy enough.
Catalina. A geographical name.
No millennials misspelling Catalina if they watch Step Brothers with subtitles on.
Quarantine. A noun meaning
Another one that's been used.
psychiatrist. A noun meaning a medical doctor who.
Fake hard word.
Incunabula. A noun meaning a book printed before 1501. Incunabula originates from Latin, meaning bands securing a baby in its cradle. Incunabula. A noun meaning a book printed before 1501. Incunabula originates from Latin, meaning bands securing a baby in its cradle. Incunabula. A noun meaning a book printed before 1501. Incunabula
Incu makes sense, right? Like incubator.
Bands securing a baby in its cradle.
Nobula.
Incunabula. A noun meaning
Incunabula.
iatrogenic. An adjective meaning induced unintentional.
Okay, that's a joke.
Menorahs. A noun meaning a candelabra.
Nice try.
Demitas. A noun meaning a small cup of black coffee. Also, the cup used to serve it. Demitas.
Oh! Oh! Demitas. It did sound French for sure. Only 2 words wrong on that is pretty good. Incunabula. Pilosity. I mean, we were very close, man. We were very close. I can live with that. That was a good effort today. Let me guess. Indonesia. This looks like Vietnam to me. French bread, Thai chilies. I understand the humor there. And then like tripe. I want to say that this is Vietnam. French bread? Are you kidding me? Shut the fuck up. Go outside. I literally mog you every day, and you still have the audacity to pretend you have a clue what you're talking about. I can't watch you outside. Get an unlimited data plan, okay? Or go to a Starbucks that has free Wi-Fi. That's French fucking bread right there. This is Korea. Glutinous rice? Yeah. Oh, the Harvest Festival celebrating the first full moon of the lunar fucking New Year? Yeah. You're talking about Seoul now? Okay, this is from the nation of South Korea. That's ogakbap. Purple rice. What's up next? China. Maybe not. Maybe the Philippines because it says spaghetti. Cook spaghetti or Chinese noodles separate. Am I crazy to think this shit is Canada, man? Is this Canadian chow mein? All right, I went for it on that one. Sorry. Oh, but it's southeast of Canada. Maybe this shit is from like Brazil, man. Peru? They're making Taller and Saltado out there in Peru, huh? Who knew? Oh, that's right. Aji Amarillo is always Peru. 14,000 versus 9,900. Get owned? Get mogged? I know food, man. Good spread today. Would eat all the dishes. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not fucking with like the beef stomach soup. And the rice, I mean, you got to give me a little something extra. I'm not really, this is a rare, I'm not fucking with any of them. I don't really want the chow mein spaghetti either. I'll go to the restaurant. I'll just order something different. I've had tripe before. It's just not my tempo. Teriyaki chicken, probably. People really try to mog you for ordering teriyaki chicken when they get like a fucking spicy tuna roll or something like that. Just like Oda Nobunaga used to order back in fucking 17th century Kyoto. Dude was munching down on the sriracha mayonnaise. Yum, 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 yum. Subtitle, can I get a fucking yam tempura roll, please? Get mogged. Philip Seymour Hoffman in a bit role. Punch Drunk Love. I don't know who you are, to be honest. That might be Mission Impossible 3. They don't have it. I thought maybe you were Rebecca Ferguson, and then Philip Seymour Hoffman would be Mission Impossible 3. This motherfucker, Dr. Bob from Meet the Parents, man. Yeah. What the hell's wrong with you, Fokker? I know this guy. I don't know what this is, though. Chris O'Donnell? Robin from the 2 Batman movies? Al Pacino, Chris O'Donnell, James Rebhorn. Al Pacino, Chris O'Donnell, Gabrielle Anwar. I mean, I should guess like an Al Pacino movie, man. I don't know. Scent of a Woman? You got it. It's Scent of a Woman. Chris O'Donnell's the guy from Scent of a Woman? Apparently. I didn't know Philip Seymour Hoffman was in this either. It's like his #1 film. Yeah, if you're a Forrest Gump viewer. I've seen 70% of Scent of a Woman on TV. And I love Al Pacino. He was not given his best. I mean, the script was not giving him that much. He's basically just a blind asshole for the whole movie. But also he's like a little sad because he's blind. And the Oscars went, fucking yes. Best actor goes to... He does say, this is the hoo-ah. This is the hoo-ah movie. Hoo-ah! What's his best movie? I don't know, probably some shit from the 70s with John Cazale in it. But I mean, Heat, you can't go wrong with Heat, man. That's a great movie. Your head is all the way. You come into my house, watch my fucking TV? Anyway. Yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I wouldn't really call it an Al Pacino movie. Yesterday, I thought it was Ashton Kutcher in The Love Guru. Who could I possibly be thinking of instead? You got Ashton Kutcher confused with Justin Timberlake, which makes sense because they've both done movies with Mila Kunis. That's all right. It happens. Justin Timberlake and Ashton Kutcher for a while had similar energy. They were on the same resonant frequency, I would say. You got it? Of course, he's the supporting actor in The Love Guru. You just know it. Do we do this? We do the Cinematrix usually, right? Yeah. It's my jam today. Reese Witherspoon, anyone who played Joker, any film, live action or animated, with an acting credit for someone who has played Joker. So a Reese Witherspoon movie that also has anybody that played the Joker. No, man, no. Salma Hayek, 2010 to 2019. Here Comes the Boom, starring Kevin Smith. You guys see that one? That's Big Justice. Big Justice would love this movie for sure. Reese Witherspoon, she been doing much? I thought she was like selling NFTs in this period. Colin Farrell, 2010 to 2019. I mean, that's the killing of a sacred deer for sure. I'll take that. Probably didn't make 100 million at the box office if I had to guess. 100 million at the box office with Colin Farrell. I mean, there's the Batman. I suppose I'd probably just put the Batman there because he's sort of an evil person is in that one. Colin Farrell, 100 million at the worldwide box office. I'd imagine Phone Booth had a chance. People were actually going to the movies back then. I'm just going to play it. That stings. Can I get a box office check on Phone Booth real quick? I'm sure it's not over 100, but I'm going to say it's like 97 million. No! No, man. $97.8 million. No, dude. Okay, Salma Hayek, 100 million at the worldwide box office. Here Comes the Boom. I just love to play that for all these. Did Kevin James ever play the Joker? Salma Hayek, 100 million. Well, it's Wild Wild West. I'm stupid. That's only 15%. What else has she been in that made $100 million, man? Reese Witherspoon, 100 million at the worldwide box office. Sweet Home Alabama. Colin Farrell, it was like Minority Report. Oh, you know what? I should have played Horrible Bosses 1, man. Horrible Bosses 1 definitely would have cleared. The Desperado movies. You're talking about the movie Robert Rodriguez made for $30,000 and a guitar case? You think it made $100 million plus at the worldwide box office, man? Let's be serious here, okay? Anyone who played the Jonkler. I actually have no idea at all whatsoever. I think I got to give up, man. Walk the line. So obvious, man. Walk the line. Eternals, I can forgive myself for not getting. And Wild, because I don't really know what Reese Witherspoon's up to these days. But Walk the Line stings. That one stings, man. Muppets Most Wanted. Die Muppets. Looks like the reviews came out early. American Psycho too. Oh, Reese Witherspoon is like Patrick Bateman's girlfriend in the movie, right? And Jared Leto played the Joker. That's a good poll. You should play this. That's a hell of a poll. Worldwide Pants is a production company started in 1991 by what celebrity? Weird Al Yankovic. Never mind. The first stupid pet tricks. Oh, it's David Letterman. David Letterman. Not Weird Al Yankovic. Fritz Todt spearheaded what construction project? 1933. Empire State Building? It's the Autobahn. Kraftwerk's 1974 album, man. There are no cannolis on the dessert menu of what Omaha-based chain that Pillsbury used to own? Godfathers. This should piss you off. I've never heard of the restaurant at all, and I haven't seen the movie, but I know in the movie, the guy says, "Leave the gun, take the gun, leave the cannoli." So I figured there was no other option. This is why Jeopardy is actually easy. In Jeopardy, it's good if you know the answers, but you don't have to know the answer to get the answer. Every question includes like a contextual clue. And usually you can use the contextual clue. It'll point in the direction of what would be the most obvious answer. Sometimes there's a little trick, but what TV personality wrote Unstoppable, Harnessing Science to Change the World? Let's go with Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't know. The Creation Museum hosted a depressing evolution debate between Ken Ham and what educator? Stephen Hawking. What hero? Oh, it's Bill Nye. Bill Nye. The clue number one should be this TV personality was spotted getting on an elevator in a bow tie in a video taken by 4 women at a bachelorette party in Las Vegas. And then I would have been like, Bill Nye, man, the science guy. Every song in the show is an anthem delivered with adolescent earnestness. So said David Rakoff about what Broadway show? Love, Simone. If you couldn't tell from that one, oh, it's Rent, very 90s musical. 521,600 reasons. Rent is ass. I promise you, I've never seen it, but you can't hate Rent as much as I did because I was friends with theater kids when the movie came out in 2005. No, sorry, librarian, because you've heard the story 10 times, but being trapped in the middle seat, in the back seat of my friend's car, driving to the movie theater, Dude puts it in drive, turns on the stereo. It's track 1 of the fucking Rent soundtrack. And I'm just, it's like that scene from Step Brothers where they're all singing in the car, except there's like a 5th person in the car who's just sitting there going like, what the fuck? Would you light my candle? I just haven't eaten much today. Get the room stop spinning anyway. Yeah, the voices, man. That's a the voices moment for sure. Disorderly? This is a fun one. Sort these Wikipedia articles by the number of page views they received from 2020 to 2023, starting with the most. Only includes views for the English version of this page. Okay, I'm just going to say, I think Chernobyl is going to be low. I think Pikachu is going to be surprisingly low. Now, obviously this is peak COVID. So I expect COVID is going to be high. I expect Trump is going to be pretty high. Roe v. Wade obviously was in the news, but am I too cynical to think like people wouldn't Wikipedia it? I feel like they would just be like, that's not cynical, that's normal. I feel like I gotta remind myself of like being on the internet a lot, that like, and trust me, I'm not saying this is a good thing, but like 80% of people have like no idea what's going on in the macro environment of the world at any given moment. Like maybe like a third of people are like pretty tuned in and like switched on. Then like 2/3 of people are they're just living life, you know, for better and for worse. I mean, you don't have to be tuned in to know Roe v. Wade, but I'm just saying as a heuristic at least. I think BTS is still going to be relatively low. I know that sounds, I'm not saying BTS isn't popular. They're very popular. I also think they could get a lot of search hits from middle-aged people being like, what the fuck is BTS? And then like Wikipediaing it. I can understand that. But I think like COVID-19 pandemic is going to be, I definitely Wikipedia'd it like probably like 25 times. I just feel like Pikachu is going to be lower than Chernobyl, man. Because like, I'm thinking all I can do is like project myself on this, okay? So like, I feel like I would be interested in going to Wikipedia to learn more about the Chernobyl disaster. The history, the causes that led to it, what did they do? Because I wasn't really like, I was probably like 1 when it happened or something like that. Or maybe I was -12. I don't even know. See, I got a lot to learn is what I'm trying to say. Whereas like, who's Wikipediaing Pikachu, man? Like, what are you hoping to get out of Pikachu on Wikipedia? Like, there's nothing. Little kids? Yeah, but have you looked at like the demographics of North America? That's like 0.2% of the population these days. You wouldn't know it because on Reddit, like it's the #1 most annoying group of people to them. But like, there's not that many little kids out there to Wikipedia Pikachu, I think. Honestly, I'm calling it right here. Okay. I'm hot swapping. In2 is clean. In2 is clean, man. Sometimes you just gotta go with a gut check. I'm not surprised Pikachu's that low, man. Why are you cynical? BTS is up high. Learning about stuff is not a reason to be cynical necessarily, man. I mean, I'm the kind of motherfucker who will like eat a banh mi, and while I'm eating it, I'm like Wikipediaing banh mi. Figure out like, I wonder when this fucking sandwich was made. It's not like, oh, we really have to saturate like every single activity we have in guilt. I should be Wikipediaing something that teaches me more about the world. Just give her Wikipedia that sandwich, man. Wikipedia that soup. I don't know the culinary history of pho. I'm curious. Nothing wrong with learning about the world around you, man. Banh mi is so good, man. Nobody tell the restaurants that we all love banh mi's because they're going to make them go from like the cheapest sandwich to like a premium sandwich. The restaurants are still like, we can't make the banh mi's $11 or people won't buy them. It's better for us for them to continue believing that. Cuban sandwich is better? All right, let me just go to the bank and take out a loan. The fucking turkey and pork and pickles and mustard? Come on, man. Are you crazy? Give me some weird Vietnamese lunch meat that I've never seen before. Some pickled carrots, 3 full handfuls of cilantro. I'm ready to go. The crustiest bread that's like bread with no inside, just crust. That's what I'm looking for, man. That's the ticket right there. Yeah, the bread is literally cutting your mouth, but it's good because when your mouth gets like those little micro cuts, the nutrients can get into your bloodstream faster. It's like Goldschlager for food. Higher percentage of people born outside the US. Is New Jersey 100%? Less access to hospitals. I'm going to say the Dothan, Alabama media market. Higher percentage of units with expensive rent. I'm going to say Los Angeles County. Higher percentage of people that commute by car. That's upstate New York. It's going to be upstate New York, not the Bay Area. I thought it was going to be New York City or the Bay Area. Then you got to go Bay Area, but higher percentage of adults with diagnosed diabetes. Got to go Virginia Beach on that one. This is the easiest juxtastat I've ever seen in my entire life. 95, 89, 96, 83, 74. That's crazy. San Francisco, only 34% of people commute by car. San Francisco and Oakland, I guess. I mean, just because it's in the U.S., I would have expected it to be like 50-50 or something. I know they got public transit. I know they got BART, but we got fucking public transit too. I feel like 70% of people still commute on car. They're just built different over there. It is funny to think of like the 4 people in San Francisco who have to commute on the streetcar, right? They must get pissed off every day. They like hop on the streetcar clean and they got to wait for like the family of 8 tourists who have never been on it before, who don't realize that the shit doesn't stop, it just slows down. And every single one is like it's like a train robbery or something like that. Is it true that there's a place in Switzerland where people commute to work by just jumping in the river? And then the river just like flows them downtown, and then they take the bus home, or vice versa. Is NYC? Isn't the Hudson like full of decrepit, like bodies buried by the mob and stuff like that? I work with a guy who skis to work. That's crazy, but apparently, I've heard in Norway, that's kind of like every day, bro. Depending on where you live. In the wintertime, you just strap on your cross-country skis and get going. We just take like the bus or the train here. But whatever works. This one, we're going to get this one, guys. Aircraft parts, including uncrewed craft. United States of America via Boeing. France and Germany via Airbus. Oh, and you say France doesn't export shit? Okay, we're pogging. We got a chance for a silver today. Who else makes airplanes? Russia and China. Russia normally doesn't export much, but I think for airplanes, it might be an exception. Never mind. Fuck. Canada! Oh, that's right. We have Bombardier. I always forget because they're like half going out of business. Oh, you know what? I should have known the UK too because Rolls-Royce makes all the airplane engines, right? That's an aircraft part. Why do you keep selecting Russia? I honestly thought that... Get closer, kid. Post-World War II, the world was basically divided in half, right? I mean, there's divided in multiple ways, but the Iron Curtain went up in Berlin. And then there was kind of like the West and the East. And then the aviation industry exploded as a result of the technological revolution that happened surrounding aircraft circa, the early to mid 20th century. And then in the West part of the world, it was fucking Boeing and Airbus, and they were shipping airplanes like back and forth to each other. And then I kind of thought that like Russia was supplying the East with airframes. I thought that they were like sending Tupolevs to China and Vietnam, North Korea, stuff like that. Yeah, like the Antonovs and the stuff, the planes that have like the weird noses and stuff like that. So that's what I thought. That was like 40 years ago. Well, I don't work in the aviation industry, obviously. So I was popping off on a heuristic, okay? It's been a while. But that was the heuristic I was using. Ever since Mr. Gorbachev teared down that fucking wall. Exactly. Canada, I honestly should have gotten 5 today. But the thing is, whenever I get on an airplane and I check the safety card and I see that it's a Bombardier, I kind of do pray to God. Even more so than if it's a Boeing, to be honest. Because like I don't think there's that many Bombardier crashes, but there's also like not that many Bombardier airplanes out there. So I think that, if there's one... It would be like adding one female viewer to my stream. Like, you wouldn't be like, it's only one accident. It's not that big of a deal. You'd be like, holy shit, 10% of the planes are falling out of the sky. Like, because the number is so small, a single increment affects the percentage so much. And then UK, I should have known just for like Rolls-Royce, but that's all right. Canadian aerospace engineers, I'm sure you're doing a good job. I'm sure you're doing great work at Canadian companies, and you're not merely working at them for 5 years for work experience and then letting yourself be poached by a company in Europe or more likely than not in the United States of America so you can like triple your salary without actually increasing your cost of living at all. This is more my speed, man. Oh, fuck. Is this a flounder? You look like you're from the Little Mermaid. Yes! There's only like 8 fish in the fishtail rotation, man. Oh. Oh no, people are acting on their best interest. Steel Guiga, I get it. Your kid's what? Probably starting to walk right now. Been about 8-9 months since they were born. First 8 months, why is everyone talking like childcare is so hard? The baby just sits in the lounger. All you got to do is bounce it with your foot all day. Now all of a sudden they're getting up. They're pulling furniture to stand up. They're bumping their head into shit like every day. And as a result, you find yourself being a little bit more irritable. Welcome to the fucking show. Okay, it doesn't change. Wait till they start to talk. At first, it's like amazing. You're like, whoa, they can actually, this is going to save me so much grief because instead of just crying for what they want, they can tell me what they want. I was naive like you once. Get ready, brother. So true. Between 2 and 3 is the best year of parenthood. Changed my mind. I think it just depends on your kid, honestly. 2 was pretty good for us. 3 was pretty hard. 4 has been pretty good so far. But there's unique wonders to discover in every stage, and there's unique challenges. For sure. Like, she has only been 4 for like a week, yeah. But still, I can only talk about what I've experienced, right? Like the big challenge for us is that she wants to do everything by herself, which is great because at some point she has to learn to do it by herself. But it's also hell because we're trying to fucking get places. Like we're always in a rush, right? Because you got shit to do and you got a kid. So like you're always late for shit. So you're like, we gotta go right now or we're gonna be late. And she's like, today I wanna put my sweater on. And the sweater has like 9 buttons that are like a micrometer big. And you're like, I could do this in 1 second, but now I gotta sit here and watch her try to do it for like 12 minutes when we're already late. And then you're like, and then, you know, she like gets one and then it pops out and you're like, do you want daddy's help? And she's like, I told you. Yeah, you got to say stuff like, oh, you almost had it there. Anyway. But it's like, it's also the most like spiritually fulfilling thing that I've ever experienced in my life by like an order of magnitude at least. They make sweaters you can just pull over, little pup. Yeah, we don't do the little pup posting here. I don't know if that's a Bluey reference. We don't do that. Or if it's something else. We definitely don't do that. I invented this scenario and you're backseating the sartorial choices of my 4-year-old. Just think about how your life has gone. From data point 0 to data point 1 trillion that we're on right now that led you to this sorry fate. You'd be better off if you fell out of a coconut tree, honestly. Because the context of everything that came before you, it's not working. It's maladaptive in some way. Now, I don't know the whole story, but / marker, we're going to call this the dulls.